Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you today on my lunch. I came back to lunch a little bit early, so I cruised by the magazine rack at my store. I found the Rest in Peace Roddy Piper magazine, which honestly I was really surprised about. I honestly didn't even know that WWE was making WWE magazine anymore. I thought that at the beginning of last year, I think it was in January, I thought that they had canceled the magazine. I thought that it had, ceased publication. But I guess nowhere on here really does it say WWE Magazine. So maybe they make special editions. They ended up having this Roddy Piper special edition magazine, as well as one called the Attitude Era. And I looked at both, and they both looked really cool. But honestly, I have that Attitude Era book that just came out not that long ago that looks a lot like the WWE Encyclopedia, and decided that there was no need to have both. But here is the 1954 to 2015 Rest in Peace Roddy Piper magazine. Look for it at your local retailers. I've heard some people say that you can get it at Barnes & Nobles or at Walmart. I just work at a normal grocery store with a small, normal magazine rack. I was surprised that they had both issues up there. Normally when WWE Magazine was in publication, we would have 2 or 3 sitting on the shelf, and there honestly was a good little while from maybe 2002 to 2004 that's how I sort of kept up with wrestling, was just sort of looking at WWE Magazine, whether if I was on my break or on my lunch, because I wasn't watching at that time. But very cool picture on the front. Very cool picture on the back of Piper in his heyday coming to the ring. My guess that's probably around 1986, maybe 1987, somewhere around there. But the weird thing about this is the first thing I did when I picked this up, and I'm a little bit embarrassed to say it, was I was like, man, that would look really cool if I got it signed. I honestly haven't come to terms with the death of Roddy Piper yet. I know I was really sad that day when the news came down. He was such a nice guy and such a legend of wrestling. Honestly, when it comes down to it, in terms of wrestling deaths that we've had over the last few years, whether if it was the Macho Man Randy Savage, the Ultimate Warrior, Dusty Rhodes, it was Roddy Piper's that hit me the most. And I'm hoping that WWE Network is planning something in the foreseeable future. They did the Monday Night Raw clip where they made a very good sort of send-off for Piper, but we have not seen the sort of like Roddy Piper special pop up yet, and Piper's been gone for a couple of weeks, so that is a very nice gesture that they went out and made this magazine for fans of Hot Rod Roddy Piper. But I'm sort of surprised that they haven't even just re-clipped up the documentary with some more quotes about different things that are going on in here. But this is hard to do a magazine review. I've never done one before. Just honestly, just go pick it up. There's tons of pictures in here, interviews that he had done in the past. And there he is beating up Santa Claus. You can't go wrong with that. Good old primetime wrestling, one of my favorites. Although I don't watch it as much as I thought I would on the WWE Network. I always remembered the sort of talking that they had. Oh, there's Piper and Flair as tag team champions. I think that's like 2006, right there when they beat the Spirit Squad. That of course helped save Piper's life, because he ended up coming down with cancer, and I think that he only found out that he had it because of the test that WWE ran on him. Here we are, the glory years, talking about the WrestleMania match against Bret Hart. I will tell you that honestly, at $10, it's a little bit of a steep price, but I will tell you that it's going to be worth it. I mean, you're going to flip through this, you're going to read this, you're going to look at the pictures, you're going to be glad that you have this in your collection. Like I said, the Roddy Piper DVD is a little bit outdated. I mean, Roddy Piper hasn't done a ton in wrestling in the last few years, but that DVD came out maybe in 2005, and it's just sad. But I'm glad I got the magazine. Hopefully you guys will run out and pick it up as well, and I'll see you guys down the road.